Hi everyone, I'm Mark from Travelshorts. This is my daughter Holly. That's my son Matthew, and welcome to the 5th day of our epic Japan trip. And it's the 2nd day that we're going to be spending at Universal Studios Japan. And for the last 2 nights, we've been staying at the Parkfront Hotel in Universal City. And the reason I picked this hotel, first of all, look at the room. This is a triple family room, so we've got 3 beds. It's really spacious. There's a corner room as well. So we've got dual aspects out the window that way to Universal City Walk. And this is the main reason that I got this hotel room, is this view out of this window here. It directly overlooks Universal Studios Japan. You can see the main gate just by there. And then the whole theme park spreads out in front of us. You got Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter over there. You then just, over by here, you got Super Nintendo World. And then the whole rest of the park. It's an absolutely fabulous view. And if you're interested how much this hotel costs, I'll just put the price down here somewhere. And I purchased this hotel through the website klook.com. I'll leave a link in the description where I got those from if you're interested in coming to this hotel yourself. And also there's a QR code on the screen somewhere here, which will take you directly to their website. The park doesn't officially open till 9 o'clock today. But the park is also notorious for opening up to an hour and a half beforehand. So it's only 7:30 now, but we're about to leave and join the queue. And our hotel has a door right to the front of the park. So they've opened the security gates an hour and a half before it's time to go in. So this first area here is security, where they just do the metal detector on your bags and yourself, just to make sure you're not carrying any dangerous items in. And as you can see, there's a load of people lining up already. So we've got to go all the way down there first, double back, and then go to the security gates over there. So we purchased our attraction tickets today via Klook.com. We got the 2-day multi-access pass, which allowed us to go into the park yesterday and today. If you're interested in purchasing your tickets via Klook, I'll obviously leave a link in the description down below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen here. And if you use my referral code TravelShortsKlook, written there, you'll even get 5% off your first purchase. Purchasing directly from Klook as well is really straightforward, and you also earn Klook points, which will help you reduce the price of future tickets as well. The Klook website I found was a lot more straightforward than the Universal Studios Japan website, which is why I chose to purchase them from there. So this website's not sponsored by Klook in any way, but I do use them around the world, so I'm happy to recommend them on my videos. So we made it through security. That took about 30 minutes in the end. That was longer than yesterday. Now we've got to join the next queue to be admitted into the park. And this is the next line to get into the park. So now this is the line we've got to wait in to get through the main entrance. Currently exactly 8 o'clock. We have purchased a 7-attraction express pass today. I'll talk more about what the express passes are inside the park, but it basically means you get to jump the line on certain attractions, but for an additional cost.
Studios Japan. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Behind these gates are dreams, delights, and unforgettable encounters. The best day in the world is waiting for you.
So we've made it into the park. It is now 25 to 9. So it took 35 minutes from joining the entry area to actually coming in. Plan's first thing is go on Hollywood Dream, the roller coaster, which is right above us here. All these people running past are going to Super Nintendo World. Probably. We have got express passes to Super Nintendo World later today. So our first ride today is going to be Hollywood Dream. It says it's a 10-minute wait. You ready? You ready? So what did you think of Hollywood Dream, Holly, again?
Good. I flew out of my seat this time and I thought I was going to fall out, even not.
Yeah, that might be my favourite ride.
Yeah.
Even out the dinosaur one.
See, I think I prefer that than the Flying Dinosaur. And that's because the Flying Dinosaur makes you feel sick. So that was the Hollywood Dream done, first thing. Now we're going to head over to the Amity area and try and get on Jaws. Hopefully, because it's still early in the day, the queue shouldn't be that long. When we came yesterday, we were actually the very first people to ride the Jaws ride yesterday. I've always been a really big fan of the Jaws ride in Florida and the Hollywood one as well when it's part of the backlot tour. But unfortunately, you can't ride the Florida one anymore because it was replaced by the Harry Potter area. Down there is the Sesame Street area. So that land is just for children. They have lots of kid rides there. Yeah, Holly bought a Snoopy from there yesterday. To the right there is Harry Potter area, so the Wizarding World of Harry Potter down there. We have got express passes for the two rides later today. We're now entering the Amity area, and the Jaws ride is just right on the right-hand side. 5-minute wait, so it's probably straight walk on. Did you enjoy that, Holly? What ride do you want to go on now? Flying Dinosaur, maybe? Do you want to go on a Flying Dinosaur?
Yeah.
So that was the Jaws ride. Like I said, I really enjoy the Jaws ride. It is probably one of my favourite rides in this park, just for nostalgia reasons more than anything as well. Now I think we're going to head over to the Jurassic Park area and try and go on that coaster going past there, the Flying Dinosaur. And that is what we're heading for, the Flying Dinosaur. And there's really strict security here as well. Every single item from your pocket needs to go into a locker. Lockers are free of charge. You just need to give you a QR code which you scan, and then you can retrieve your items out of that locker with the QR code as well. So this is the QR code for the lockers. You scan this first, that opens the locker. You keep this in your pocket and scan it at the end to retrieve your belongings from the locker. Holly, did you like that? Yeah. You feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie. Years ago, I could ride these type of rides day in and day out and multiple times in a row. Now, as I'm getting older, I get really dizzy on these kind of things. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't feel very good now after that ride. The majority of it is spent going upside down. Yeah, Matthew and Holly really enjoyed it yesterday when we were on it. So that's the reason I've gone back on it today, because they really wanted to do it. But probably, if I was here by myself, I would have gone on it once to try it, but then I wouldn't do it again. Anyway, I think we're going to walk towards the Minion area now. Mayhem is a 35-minute wait. We do have an express pass, but we won't use that yet. We'll come back later to go on Minion Mayhem using our express passes. So even though the park is really, really busy already, this section here, because there's nothing really here, it is almost dead. It's just totally nobody around. So that building behind me there used to be the Spider-Man ride, but they closed that down and they haven't even announced what's going to be put there in its place. It's actually been derelict for a few years now. But this area is just such a waste of space. They could put in a couple of rides here and it would alleviate the queues on the other rides. Look, it's virtually dead in this area. Mario Kart strawberry shortcake, grape, Mario strawberry soda. So we come to get ourselves a Mario Kart strawberry shortcake. Me and Matthew are going to get one of those each, and Holly is going to have a Mario strawberry soda. Thank you. That's good. Thank you. Arigato. Thank you. Okay. So this is what we got. We got 2 Mario Kart cheesecakes, and Holly got a strawberry cherry soda. Oh, strawberry soda. And this came to 2,700 yen. And this place here is set up just to take photographs. You're not allowed to eat in the cafe. I think it's going to be a little bit messy to eat. It doesn't come with any cutlery, so I guess you just got to bite into it and go for it. So it's got a few strawberries on top. It's filled with cream, and then just like a dyed red pancake on the outside, like a sweet pancake.
There's some other stuff in there.
Yeah. Oh, there's some other stuff in there as well once you start going. Holly, do you want one of my strawberries? Okay. So Holly just said she doesn't like the drink. She just like the boba at the bottom. So it's got jam in the middle, so I'm going to choose my strawberry jam. Yeah. So because we've got express passes today, especially for the main rides in Super Nintendo World, we're just going to take our time because we were in the park yesterday and we did pretty much every ride yesterday, apart from Flight of the Hippogriff in Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and the free Mario rides. But because we've got fast passes for all of those today, we're just going to take our time, relax. The time is 25 past 10 already, and we've done 3 rides, which we virtually walk on. We have our snacks. We've finished eating our cheesecakes, and Holly's about to finish her drink. So then we're just going to continue walking around. We might have an early lunch today, the pizza place we ate yesterday, because we did get a timed entry into Super Nintendo World yesterday, purely to try and eat at Kinopio's cafe. And then once you're in there, you've got to scan a QR code to then get a dining reservation in there. Scan the QR code, there's actually no slots available, it's sold out for the next few hours. So we've got our fingers crossed that we might be able to do that today, which is why we're going to have an early lunch now, at least Matthew and Holly will. Oh, look at that. Just spotted Felix the cat walking past us. Yeah, like I was saying before I got distracted by Felix the cat, is we did try to get Kinopio Cafe reservations yesterday, but simply sold out as soon as we scanned the QR code. So we've got our fingers crossed we can do that today, but if we don't, the backup is Matthew and Holly are going to have an early lunch, late breakfast. I'll hold on till then, because I really want to maybe try 2 different dishes in Kinopio's Cafe. There's a couple of things I really want to taste. So they were just the singers who were performing on stage over there. They perform throughout the day. They sing Avril Lavigne, Bon Jovi, American hits. Oh, I even heard the Beatles actually, so not American hits. So Mel's Drive-In's obviously famous for being in the George Lucas film American Graffiti. It's also in, I believe, I'm sure it is in every Universal Studios park around the world. We've eaten there yesterday here. We've eaten there in Beijing, and we've eaten there in Florida. So there are boards as well around the park showing the wait times and what time the shows are on. So we've just come to Louis Pizza. So Holly can just have a little pepperoni pizza for a brunch. Not quite breakfast, not quite lunch. And me and Matthew will help ourselves to the chips. Did you enjoy that pizza, Holly? Which one did you prefer? The one yesterday or the one today?
One today.
The pepperoni more than the bolognese?
Yeah. Because I like all the meatballs on this one.
Okay. So now we're going to head to the stage show Sing on Tour. We did see this in Beijing, where it's really warm outside. It's about to start in 5 minutes, so we're going to go in to sit in the nice air conditioning. So that was the Sing on Tour show. I think it was a little bit shorter than the one in Beijing with less characters. I can't fully remember. It's okay. Lasted about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so we got some frozen Fanta melon drinks. We're now going to try and find somewhere in the shade to drink them. Our timed entry slot using our express passes is just about to start to go into Super Nintendo World, so we're going to go in there now. As I mentioned near the beginning of this video, I said I've got express passes for 7 rides today. If you do want to buy express passes and you are coming to Universal Studios in Japan, I'd recommend getting them as soon as you possibly can. They become available from 3 months in advance. We only booked this holiday a month ago, so we missed getting express passes for Super Nintendo World for yesterday. Simply not available on the official Universal Studios website, on Klook.com and on Trip.com. Luckily today, even though they were out of stock on the official Universal Studios website and Klook.com, they did appear on Trip.com's website a month ago, so I was able to snap up the 7-ride express pass that includes all the rides in Super Nintendo World for today. Wasn't cheap, I put the price there, but at least we get to ride all the rides in Super Nintendo World. Yesterday we did get a timed entry ticket to look around, but some of the rides were up to 3 hours wait time, and that's simply something we just can't be in a queue for 3 hours. But luckily today we can jump all those queues using our express passes. And Matthew just asked me the question is if we could pick what rides we wanted on the express passes when we buy them. Yeah, there's loads of different options on the website, and you select a combination which best suits you. But for yesterday, every single combination, which included Super Nintendo World, was sold out. And if you are looking to buy express pass tickets for the park, I'd recommend either Klook.com or Trip.com because they had the availability. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description below, and I'll put a QR code on the screen here. And again, I'm not sponsored by Trip.com, Klook.com, any.coms. I purchased all these tickets myself, and I tried to pass on the information, what are the best, what's the cost-effective ways to you guys. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's go into Super Nintendo World. So even though we do have timed entry, there's still a line to get in where you scan your QR code. Our first ride in Super Nintendo World is going to be the Mario Kart ride. And just look how busy it is. Just try to reserve Kinopio's cafe again as soon as we came in. And look, literally no available reservation times. And here we go, here's our ride, Mario Kart, 100-minute wait time. Okay, we've stopped moving. I'm hoping that we're almost at the front of the line. Like you saw before we came in, it's 100-minute wait today for the Mario Kart ride, Coop's Challenge. We've used our express pass. We've gone past so many people in the line, and hopefully we're right at the front now.
I thought there's a long house.
No, it's the one.
Thank you. What's that like? Come on. Okay.
Let the drum beat go like this.
So did you enjoy that one, Matthew?
Yeah.
How many coins did you get?
7.
107?
Yeah.
You beat me, I had 96. Holly, how many coins did you get?
45.
45? That's really good.
How many did you get?
96. And you come out into the shop. And now we're going to be going straight on the Yoshi ride. And again, using our express passes, so we get to jump the line. Now I'm conscious of what I just filmed on the ride there for you guys watching. Didn't even contain a third of what was happening to us. Because of the augmented reality visors which were on our face, we could actually see all the other characters within the game. We could, when we were shooting the turtles, they were firing and exploding all the enemies and everybody in front of us on the ride. And that's how we actually gained our points and our coin. I think you guys probably, because sometimes I'd look up to see what was actually be seen. It was just the bear ride only without any extras. So you've really got to come here in person to experience that ride to its full effect. So this is the Yoshi ride. We've got 3 buttons we can press here when a certain egg comes. Matthew and Holly are in front of me over there. Press an egg. Thank you. Thank you. What did you think of that one? Oh, I think that's for young children, isn't it? Okay, that was Yoshi's ride over with, aimed at very small children, but it's still a lot of fun. Now we're going to go to Donkey Kong Country and ride Minecart Madness. And this is a ride that continuously has 3-hour wait every day. I've just been able to snag a reservation for Kinopio's cafe. Problem is, it's at 2:30 and the current time is 1:15. So it's an hour and 15 minutes away. And this is the last ride we need to do here in Super Nintendo World. So I think when we get out, we'll just go and look around the shops, get ourselves a drink, because I want one of those Donkey Kong limited edition souvenir mugs with the drink in there, and try and, I don't know, just spend the next hour just wandering around waiting for our reservations. The ride's gone down. Hopefully it's not going to be down for too long. We haven't moved in about 5 or 10 minutes. So the ride has been down for about 20 minutes and they've started to walk people off the ride from the line. I'll tell you about outside actually when we got these. So after about 20 minutes of waiting in line, one of the cast members came around looking for people with express passes because they don't know how long the ride is going to be down. It could potentially be an hour or so due to safety issues. So they walked us off the ride and gave us new express passes so we can come back at any time for the rest of the day to experience the ride. Even if we leave Super Nintendo World, these will allow us to come back in to Super Nintendo World just to go on this ride. In fact, we can use them on any ride in the park, but obviously we're going to use them on this ride because it's the ride we want to go on the most in the park. So we've got our special Donkey Kong mugs. The drink inside there is banana fruit smoothie, I think. Gonna taste it now. It's got lots of things on there. Inside a waffle cone as well, by the look of it. So let's taste it now. That's very banana-y. I have to admit, the banana milkshake tasted really good, but only just the waffle. And it was like a breakfast cereal. So it's like a chocolate cornflakes in there with some sorbet. That wasn't really the best. But the main reason we got those to have those souvenir Donkey Kong Country mugs, which is the whole reason for getting it. Minecart Madness has started up again, but we're not going to join the line yet, even though we've got those extra express passes to do so, because our Kinopio Cafe reservation is opening up in 20 minutes. And if we're in the line longer than 20 minutes, we might miss it because they're only valid for 15-minute time period when we can enter. So we're going to head back into the Super Nintendo area now and go and get a popcorn bucket for Matthew. So it's got caramel peach popcorn, or the other option was mushroom. I really like to try the mushroom. I really like the mushroom to try. So this costs £5,500, which is around £26-27.
Yeah.
Popcorn at the back. And also these light up at night, well, when it's dark, when you flick the switch at the bottom. We're just waiting. We've got another 10 minutes for our Kinopio Cafe reservations. So we're just sitting down eating some popcorn. Holly's enjoying the air conditioning coming out of that black tube there. So to get in, you not only had to show your reservation, you had to prove what your email address was. So I couldn't just say what my email address is. I had to pull up my email and click on my thing so they could actually see what my email address was, and that was my email. So I guess people do sell maybe reservations for this place, but I don't know how they could do that if you have to order it within an 80-meter radius. How do you get a chance to then sell that on later? Anyway, we're now in the queue, so we've come through registration, and we're now waiting in quite a large line to go into the cafe. So I've just done the mobile order. You need to do it on your phone and then you pay when you get to the till. That's everything we ordered. Matthew's having a Mario bacon cheeseburger. Holly's having a fire flour spaghetti and meatball. I'm going to have a super mushroom pizza bowl with mushroom and tomato sauce. Then I'm having tiramisu for dessert. Matthew's having a cherry chocolate cupcake. Holly's having the berry and apple ice cream. Then for drinks, Holly's having lemon squash. Matthew's having a Coke. And I'm having orange. Then you just scan that QR code when you get to the register and then pay there. But I do think this is a ridiculous system, though. If you do manage to snag a reservation, you're then going to be in the line. So far, we've been 12 minutes in the line and we're nowhere near the front. We've done our mobile order, but then we've got to do all this all the way along and then pay at the register over there. Okay, we finally sat down and that took a lot more time than I expected. So it's been 30 minutes since we checked in and walked through the door at Kinopio's cafe. I'll walk you through that experience. So you go in, you then wait in a line for quite a while. Then you get to the scanned QR code to make a mobile order. We made that mobile order. We then still waited in the queue. Waited in a queue a bit longer, went into another room, waited in another queue there. Then we finally paid, but that's still probably 1/3 of the overall time. After we paid, we then joined another queue, waited quite a while in there, and that's where we picked up our drinks. And from there, we waited in another long queue, holding a tray with all our drinks on, to wait for a table. So everybody's lining up, waiting for tables. Then a server would come up to you and then take you to a table once one had freed up. Altogether, that took exactly 30 minutes. So we're at our table now, and we're just waiting for our food to arrive. And this is obviously how they identify where we are. I imagine there's a RFID tracking device in here, so they know to bring our food to this table. So our food has just arrived. Matthew's got the bacon cheeseburger. Holly's got the spaghetti and meatballs. I have gone for the pizza bowl. And there's Matthew's chocolate cake, his ice cream, and my tiramisu. And altogether, this came to 10,300 yen, which is just over £50. And the time now is 10 past 2. Literally from walking through the door to our food arriving is exactly 40 minutes. And I think you must have to break through the lid of this pizza thing. Quite strange thing. So maybe, I don't know, you dip the bread in the bowl with the pizza sauce. I think. Show you what it looks like.
No.
Okay, so it's got all the ingredients of the pizza in the bowl.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's a bit like that one in to Denmark. It's nice.
Okay. While we're sitting here eating our lunch, it'd probably be a good time to tell you that I've created a travel guide to Japan. It's totally free. The link is in the description down below, and you can scan that QR code on the screen now to download it. It contains all our advice from our travels here in Japan, where we stayed, attractions we visited, where we purchased our tickets from, tips and tricks we learned along the way. There's also a really extensive section on Universal Studios Japan, talking about strategies, itineraries, best places to stay, how to get here, where to get tickets from, everything. Like I said, it's completely free. I will never ask you for anything, not even your email address. You just click on the link down in the description down below or scan this QR code here to download it instantly. Now it's time for my dessert, the tiramisu. It doesn't have any taste. White purple button. Okay, just cream so far. It's falling apart. That's heavily coffee flavored. Not just like a standard tiramisu. It does taste a little bit of coffee, but that's heavily coffee flavored.
Did we Sama? Okay, close.
Okay, our second attempt of riding the minecart Mayhem ride. At least we got those express passes so we can jump the line and head straight to the front and go on the minecarts. So we're back in the line. Fingers crossed it doesn't break down this time, and we'll be on the ride shortly.
So basically, we went out surfing it, and then I saw in a heart behind the umbrella. I was so scared because I thought it was like another car, and I thought we were going to crash into it.
So I think we've finished in Super Nintendo World now. We bought a few souvenirs. I just got a Donkey Kong Country Minecart Madness little die-cast toy. It's actually going in my office at home, I think, on one of the shelves. That's going to be my souvenir for today. Just got to fight our way through the crowds to get up the steps. Holly?
Yeah.
What did you think of the whole Super Nintendo World area? Busy? Did you like the lines? What about the Mario Kart one earlier? Which one was your favourite? Donkey Kong was your favourite? Yeah, I think that was mine too. We're now going to head over to the Jurassic Park area and go on the Jurassic Park ride. Hopefully we won't get too wet. Yesterday was perfect. We really didn't get wet at all. I guess it depends where you sit on the boat though. We were second row from the back. I'd imagine if you sat in the front, you get pretty soaked. Now that was the line to get in, even if you have a timed entry ticket. So even if you're due to go in at, say, 4:30, you'll still be in that line to get into Super Nintendo World. Probably takes about 20 minutes to get in from the back of the line to the front of the line where they scan your ticket. So quick change of plans. We're not going to go and do Jurassic Park now. We want to sit down for a little bit in some air conditioning. So the Monster Rock Show, otherwise known what I would call it is Beetlejuice's Graveyard Review, is starting in 8 minutes. So we're going to go over there, sit in there for about 20 minutes, listen to some music, cool down a bit, then go on Jurassic Park ride. Okay, that was the Monsters Universal Rock and Roll Show. Like I said, I know that as Beetlejuice's Graveyard Review, because it's exactly the same show that used to be in Universal Studios Orlando many years ago. Used to really enjoy it there. Same here, just with a Japanese twist. Just so we couldn't understand anything they were saying apart from the songs, which obviously had English lyrics. We're going to head into Jurassic Park now and go on Jurassic Park, the ride. We've just put our waterproof jackets on, ready to go on Jurassic Park, the ride. Ready, Holly? And we're using our express passes on this ride to jump the 65-minute wait, which it is currently. So that was the Jurassic Park ride done. Got a little bit wetter than yesterday, but still not much, to be honest. We're now going to head over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We've got 2 express passes, one for Harry Potter's Forbidden Journey, which we'll be doing first, and then the second one will be Flight of the Hippogriff. So this is the first time we've been here today, isn't it, Holly? But we went here twice yesterday. I think you quite like this ride, don't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
But you wouldn't go on it. Quiet wet.
Holly went.
Closed on it again.
Really?
The whole time. I was scared.
What, even for the start?
Well, not when we were watching the video when we went into the room. I don't know why.
So that was us on the Forbidden Journey. Exactly the same ride as the other parts. Really great fun. Now we're going on Flight of the Hippogriff and using our express pass again. Holly, what do you think of Flight of the Hippogriff? Short.
Yeah. Not that.
Do you prefer Flight of the Dinosaur than Flight of the Hippogriff?
Yeah.
So we come into the 3-room 6 and we're doing the mobile order. Well, say it's mobile order, you've got to order on your phone before you get to the register. Matthew's having fish and chips. I'm having the Hogwarts plate. Getting a butterbeer ice cream, a butterbeer in a souvenir cup, and some water and lemonade. And this is coming to 8,650 yen. Oh, this is what at least me and Matthew have got for our dinner. Matthew, for his drink, has got for a butterbeer and a souvenir mug. And there's his fish and chips there. I want for, I'm not even sure what this is called, but it looks like some pork and vegetables. And a butterbeer ice cream. Holly's just gone for a lemonade. And I got some water to drink, which they branded as Gilly water. Bon appetit.
I'm going to try the black beer first.
Now my taste buds might be playing tricks on me, but that actually tastes different than the butterbeer I've had in all the other parks and the Harry Potter studios around the world. The foam tastes exactly the same, but the drink itself tastes a little bit different, unless they've changed the recipe in about the last year. Here with all your souvenirs. It's 7:05. The park tonight is going to be closing at 8. And we've done actually everything we wanted to do today. We still have one express pass for Minion Mayhem, but we did go on that yesterday, so we're going to give that one a miss. So we're going to head towards the exit and go back to our hotel, I think, and just call it a day. We've got an early morning tomorrow travelling to Nara and then onwards to Kyoto. So we just wanted to relax, get all our luggage prepared and ready for an early journey tomorrow. I'll speak to you in a minute once we get near the exit of the park. So we've left the park. All we need to do now is get something for Holly for dinner. So we're going to end this video here. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. It's really appreciated. If you're new here, my name's Mark, along with my daughter Holly and son Matthew. We make travel and theme park videos from around the world. Now here's Holly with a very special message.
If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Bye.
Bye. There's one last thing before I finally finish today's video. I'll give you a little room tour of the hotel that we're staying in. I know I mentioned it this morning as the video began, but I'll show you now it's made up because it was a bit scruffy this morning. We're staying in room 2001 at the Parkfront Hotel in Universal City. It's the closest hotel to Universal Studios. You come through the door. I'll start off here actually. So you come through the door and you have got wardrobe in front of you there. There's a main door right by here. Wardrobe there. They provide slippers and also more plasticky slippers for walking around the room. The toilet is in here, and obviously it's a Japanese toilet, so you've got the bidet function in there. Then we have got a fridge in here and tea and coffee making facilities, as well as a small safe in there. That's what the room looks like. It's a triple family room, and it's also the corner room, so we've got a great view out of all these windows, which I'll show you in a minute. There's Matthew and Holly relaxing after a very, very long day in Universal Studios Japan. Got a sofa, table, TV there, and this is the bathroom area, so we've got his and her sinks. There are loads of amenities, all the amenities you can ever need. Hair combs, pedicure things, moisturizers, overnight milks, toothbrushes, facial towels, body towels, even toothpaste in little sachets. All that there. Then this is the bath and shower room. It's a wet room for the shower. Just go there. And the reason why I picked this room and this hotel is for its view. So from this side, we overlook Universal City Walk. There is below me. One last look at the room here. So like I said, it's a triple family room. Loads of space, absolutely loads of space for a Japanese hotel. And then close curtain behind me. That's our view from our room, overlooking Universal Studios Japan. And this is the reason why I paid a little bit more than I should have done for a hotel overlooking the park, because I love views, and theme park views are pretty rare. So you're only here for 3 nights. So I thought I'd have to pay for this room because that's the view at night. And if you are interested in this hotel, if you are coming to Universal Studios Japan, I purchased it through trip.com. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can click on the link, go to trip.com's website for this hotel, or you can also scan this QR code here to go directly there. When I came to booking this hotel, I went through booking.com, hotels.com, Agoda, and trip.com. And trip.com was significantly lower price than all the other ones just for this hotel. So they're all the ones I usually check. And whoever has got the cheapest hotel, I normally book via them. But to be honest, for all this trip in Japan, so this is going to be 2 weeks with 5 or 6 different hotels, they were all purchased via trip.com because they were the lowest cost ones, except for Tokyo Disneyland coming up next week, because official Tokyo Disneyland hotel you can only book via the official Tokyo Disneyland website. Anyway, I've rambled on enough about this room now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Next time on Travelshorts Epic Japan Trip.